Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be walking you through the human design profile lines and what each one means. If you want to take this knowledge more in depth and learn more about your individual profile specifically, I have all the information in my new book, The Cosmos Within You, which is in the description box of this video. So check that out if you want to learn more about your chart. It also includes astrology and all the inner workings of astrology and human design, so you can really understand your chart and also how to apply this knowledge to the charts of those around you. Or if you want to do readings for people, you can use this as a really handy guide because it lays out the information real simple, real easy to learn. Cool, so let's dive into it. So in human design, there are 12 different profile types. There are 6 different lines, and those are 1 through 6, which correspond to the different lines of the I Ching. So that's where they stem from. The first profile being the investigator, the second being hermit, the third line being the martyr, the fourth line being the opportunist, the fifth line being the heretic, and the sixth line being the role model. There are 12 different profiles, like I said, subdivided into 2 different categories. So you have foundational profiles and you have changing profiles. The changing profiles are a lot more rare, as they are here to really teach kind of a mutable energy to the world, whereas the foundational profiles are really fixed in their ability to live out that profile and what that really means and looks like. The profile, your profile, corresponds to your personality and really the expression of your life purpose, and kind of gives insight into like the role that that life purpose really takes on for you. So the foundational profiles are 1-3, 2-4, 3-5, 4-6, 5-1, and 6-2. And I break this down really simply in my book too. So if you're a visual learner, you can check that out. It's really affordable as well. The changing profiles are 1-4, 2-5, 3-6, 4-1, 5-2, and 6-3. If you have one of the change-in profiles, you are super unique and you are a gift with that profile. So these 6 lines, 1 being the investigator, is really here to lay a solid foundation of knowledge before they move forward. And they're really here to, as the first line, teach other people with that foundation of their own knowledge. And they're really here to transcend hiding and wanting to shy away, to perseverance and to really persevering through even when they feel like they don't have all the answers. The line 1 is the classic investigator. These are people that you see as detectives and you know, that love also to watch crime movies and detective shows and you know, like Sherlock Holmes and Lucifer and CSI. Like, people with this line in their profile love shows like that because they really love to investigate and to really dive deep into knowing things. They also ask a lot of questions. They ask why a lot because they have to like investigate and really figure things out. They have to know it at a deep level at the core so that they can really figure out how things work, because they're really here to share that knowledge with others as well once they have a firm foundation of it. So this line is here to really transcend fear of its own potential into solid inner certainty. If you have this number in your profile, you really respond best to complete and thorough information. And the best thing you know someone can help you to do in making a decision is telling you all the details and really being there to answer your questions. There's a common wound with this profile line as well of repression, and you're really here to learn to recognize and explore your fears in order to know them so you can move and take action with them and be able to transform them to come back to love, and use that to have a solid inner certainty of yourself. This line really needs to look inward to find direction and empowerment. Line 2 is the hermit. It's all about expression, projection, ease of being, passion, and relationships with other people. This line is really here to know when it's best for them to be alone and to hermit away in order to really be able to go out and interact with the world from a place of inner certainty and of inner peace and of passion, versus like being drained or feeling like you don't have a choice. The shadow of this line is denial. with the light being relaxation, and your environment is really meant to relax you, so you very much need to have a space where you feel relaxed so you can go back to the hermit away. This lesson is meant to learn to navigate being unconsciously provocative and kind of leading from a place of projection into being pure light and expansion and healing for people and yourself. You're really here to look into the mirror of your relationships and what your relations have to teach you in order to turn anger into passion. And you very much need the alone time to be able to do that and to come to a place of clarity through that. Line 3 is the martyr. It seeks to form bonds and to have intimate relationships and connections with other people. It is the energy of adaptation, of discovery, of learning through trial and error, and becoming aware of energy through having multifaceted experiences. The shadow side of this line, of the line 3, is escaping, with the light side being laughter. So one of the lessons, the core lessons of having this line in your profile is really being able to transcend the darkness that you go through and kind of learning to laugh at your mistakes and know that they all are teaching you something and leading you to have this wealth of bank of wisdom and knowledge that you then will teach to others. This line is also meant to move from unreliable, pessimistic, and evasive into joyous, humble, and wise. This line is also really here to learn how to put themselves first and not put themselves up on a cross in order to be there for others when it's not correct for them to do so. Line 4 is the opportunist. This line is a connector of people, places, and opportunities. The energy of this line is friendship, connection, magnetic influence, love, and community. The shadow side of this line is rejection and having a fear of rejection, and the light side being softening into acceptance that rejection is just redirection, and everything is always leading you to the right opportunity for you. The lesson of this line, if you have this line in your profile, is to move from hiding behind a fixed view or a fixed perspective into honest, open, and heartfelt communication and connection. You are really here to set the foundation of how to deal and connect and commune with others and really be influential with that. Line 5 is the heretic. This line is here to save the day. It's here to speak and spread the truth. The energy of this line is practicality, leadership, organization, power, and projection. And they are sensitive to a lot of projection from other people, a lot of people placing expectations on them that they can't often fulfill. And it really takes a while as well to to know someone with the line 5, because it's so easy to project onto them your ideals, your expectations, and your perceptions of who they are. And so they sometimes hide, people with this line in their profile sometimes hide behind that projection and don't always feel comfortable or safe expressing who they really are, because they feel like they need to live up to people's expectations of who they are, which is not correct. So the shadow of this line is delusion, and the light is forgiveness, and really forgiving people for having those projections and knowing that it's all a lesson, it's all a learning opportunity, and it's all meant to move you from self-deluded tyranny into leadership through listening. You're really here to lead others and to listen to the needs of others so that you can lead from that place of what others truly need and speak the truth and stand up for others and save the day in a really big way. You also need to really follow through on what you say that you're going to do to build that reputation that you are honest and you are in integrity, and you're not just acting from what people expect you to do or from people's projections of you. Line 6 is the role model. This is the line of the visionary. You're really here to be a role model to other people and to really teach other people in really big ways. Your life also goes in 30-year stages. So before your Saturn return, before the age of 30, you're living as a line 3, really going through that trial and error process of throwing yourself into fires to learn what not to do so that you can take that knowledge into the next phase of your life. After your Saturn return, you really get on the mountain of your life where you feel like things are really aligning and coming to fruition for you, and you're really starting to be seen as that role model influencer. The shadow side of this line is disconnection, and the light side is faith and belief. The lesson of this line is meant to move from aloof, arrogant, and inaccessible into wise and an embodied futurist, someone who holds a future vision of the collective and stays steadfast in that and helps other people rise to it instead of sinking below to levels less than what they know to be true. This line needs to remember that your skill sets are very unique and need to be shared with the world. You're literally here to be a role model for other people, and it's a big part of your purpose and how you're meant to express your gifts. So your knowledge needs to be shared. Remove yourself from feelings of isolation and really come into the knowing that you're here to teach others in a really big way and cultivate your faith and belief in that. So those are all the profile lines. Let me know what your profile is in the description box below and how this resonated with you. Please like, share, and subscribe this video if you want to see more and you know someone that would want to learn this information. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and until next time, sending you love.